Hello, welcome to session 9. That is Nutritional Disorders Part 2. Minerals and vitamins are essential for optimal growth and development of children. Deficiency in these essential nutrients can affect the physical and mental development of children. This session will discuss some nutritional conditions in children. So we'll look at celiac disease and rickets. So that's the reading list. So we'll start with celiac disease. Celiac disease, other people call it celiac disease. It can also be called celiac disease. Celiac disease or celiac disease is a chronic malabsorption syndrome. It is an immunologic disorder characterized by gluten intolerance, meaning that the child is not able to tolerate diet that contains gluten. Inability to digest gluten and gliding results in accumulation of amino acid glutamine, which is toxic to the intestinal mucosa wall and results in impaired absorption in the small intestines. Sources of gluten include wheat. We can find it in wheat, we can find it in barley, we can find it in oats. Clinical manifestations: there is fat in stools, there is foul smell and frothy stool, there is chronic diarrhea, there is growth impairment, there is abdominal distension, loss of appetite, the child easily gets tired, and muscle wasting and hypotonia. There is also nausea and vomiting. This condition can be diagnosed by measurement of fecal fat content or duodenal biopsy. Resolve signs and symptoms when gluten products are excluded in the diet. Management: parents should be educated that celiac disease requires a long life dietary modification and should not be discontinued if symptoms improve. So it should educate parents, telling them that they have to actually remove gluten from the diet of their child. It's not a matter of seeing that the child is okay, then you introduce gluten in the diet. No, it's a lifelong dietary modification. Then parents should be educated to maintain a gluten-free diet. Then gluten-free diet should be replaced with other foods such as rice and potatoes, and processed food that contain gluten should be avoided. So that is all about celiac disease. We'll move on to rickets. What is rickets? Vitamin D stimulates normal mineralization of bones and teeth and promotes intestinal absorption of calcium and phosphorus. It also contributes towards normal growth and development of children. Sources of vitamin D include liver, egg yolk, butter, cheese, fish, liver oil, and milk. That's fish liver oil and milk. So these are the sources of vitamin C. So rickets is a deficiency in vitamin D and is mainly found as rickets. Vitamin D deficiency may be as a result of disturbance or disturbed metabolism, poor synthesis of vitamin D from the skin, and malabsorption and diarrhea disease. Rickets is a disease of growing bones and normally occurs in children between the ages of 6 months to 2 years of age. They will present with the following: irritability, restlessness, sweating, large size head, delayed closure on fontanelles, fontanelle and parietal boson, box-shaped head with flat vectors and pigeon chest deformity. Some of the clinical manifestation: there is horizontal depression of lower borders of the chest, there is kyphosis and lordosis, there's spondylosis, kyphosis or lordosis. There is also knock knee, there is bow legs and delayed eruption of teeth. Rickets can be managed by administration of vitamin D orally or intramuscularly. Then gross orthopedic deformity may need surgical correction. How can it be prevented? So look at prevention, health education, very, very important. Then exposure of the child to sunlight and avoidance of overclothing. Dietary intake of vitamin D and early detection of signs and early intervention. It can also be prevented by adequate treatment of childhood diseases such as malabsorption and diarrhea diseases, just to mention a few. So this is your assignment. Today we have talked about rickets and celiac disease. Thank you.